G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today it's the 23rd of April 2025. We're going to have a look around the markets. We'll check in on some of those key indicators, see which tokens are making moves. We'll unpack some of the latest headlines and just have a general look around what's happening in the crypto domain. Let's get into some of the numbers, shall we? If we look at the Bitcoin dominance, it's up 61%. We can see the total market cap, that's increased about 1% from yesterday. It's at 2.9 trillion. The 24-hour volume's at 118 billion. We can see those top 5 coins excluding the stables. We can see green across the board there, which is really good to see. Solana's up 7.5. Bitcoin's up 5%. It's now at about 91k. We've seen the Coinbase app ranking improve, still nowhere near where we'll expect it to get to during this cycle, and at no point has it got up in that top 10 ranking. So another indicator that makes me feel we haven't really seen the top of this market yet. The fear and greed's at 47, so it's getting closer to that 50%. It's neutral now. It has been fear for pretty much the last month, really. The net ETF inflows has jumped dramatically, so that's at 355 million. Yesterday it was at about 106, I think it was. And then prior to that, it was the day before that, it was actually outflows, net outflows. If we look across the indicators, we're seeing a lot of green, or at least flat, across the 5 key indicators that we look at. They've all improved. Well, at least 3 of them have improved in the last 24 hours, which again is good to see. We can see this. There's still nowhere near the targets that we've got set. Let's have a look at the top 100 and the market in general. As mentioned, we can see Bitcoin is now at about 91, around that 91k mark. It's up 4.4%. We can see a lot of green, right, in the market. We've got Doge up 8.5, Solana 7.1. We can see as we scroll down that there's some really good, the 10% for SWI, which is great to see. What else we got down here? Just a good day across the SWI. Potenza Towers bounced back a bit today, another 10.8. So it's 43.6% for the week on Potenza. Where's Casper? Casper's having a really good run again. I know the market's green in general, but it's had a good run the last few days. It's up nearly 20% for the week, 10.4% on the day. They've got news coming out, or they've got a release on, I think it's the 5th of May. The chart's looking nice. Some positive things for Casper, which is good. It's been taking a hit. Oh, gee. Feels like for the last, at least 4 months, it's been taking a bit of a hit, but probably longer, probably 6 months for Casper. So that's good for the Casper holders to see that happening. Aave 7.8. Yeah, just green across the market today. Stacks again continues. Bonk. Meme coin 14.3. Fartcoin, look, mention that most days. I mean, for the week it's at 23, and for the 24 hours it's at 23. But if we look at this chart for the last probably 4 days, we've seen that gradual growth every day. Mutable X Gaming 15.6. Curve is at 16.2. Let's have a look at the crypto bubbles. So yeah, look, that's just a sea of green, right? Isn't it? Isn't it good to see it? Days like this are great days. Everything's green. You got deep there. So deep block, it provides SWI liquidity pools for the projects. You got turbo, you got white block, which we talked about yesterday. Got live peer, that's a live video streaming is what that's looking at doing. Snack again, Popcat. Again, not a lot of red, right? I mean, Mana, that was up yesterday, so a little bit of a pullback on Mana. Pudgy Penguins, 20%. Got Quebec layer 1 there. Desync or Destra. It's like a decentralized cloud platform, I think, something like that. I looked into it a few days ago, actually. I think it's something like that. PAL again. That's AI. Yeah, good, just green. Art block having a bounce, 50% up. Okay, let's get into the first news article for the day. So Paul Atkins, nominated by Trump, has been sworn in as SEC chair. So we've got the replacement for Gary. Paul Atkins has officially been sworn in as the 34th chairman of the US Securities and Exchange Commission. The April 21 announcement comes nearly 2 weeks after Atkins' position was confirmed by the US Senate in a vote of 52 to 44. That was April 9. Atkins is widely expected to lead a more crypto-friendly SEC than the former chair Gary Gensler under the Biden administration. His financial disclosures reportedly included up to $6 million worth of crypto-related investments, including crypto custody platform Anchorage Digital and blockchain tokenization platform Securitize. So, you're the chance of one of us. The SEC has also dismissed several crypto probes and enforcement actions undertaken by the Gensler-led SEC in recent months, including cases involving Coinbase, Consensus, Gemini, and Uniswap. So, hopefully positive news. I mean, if you remember, everyone was quite excited when Gary jumped in and was put in as the head of the SEC. Didn't work out how everyone expected, so watch this space. But yeah, I feel it's positive news for the industry. Okay, the next article, we've got USDC. So they're launching Global Platforms Network, aiming to become a real alternative to Visa and MasterCard in the fintech sector. Circle is launching a new network for cross-border payments and money transfers. The stablecoin market has entered a new phase of development since the inauguration of Donald Trump as President of the United States. I mean, the reality is, even with so many of these projects that we have, or exchanges and that, they don't actually need their own token. Like, exchanges don't need their own token. Look at Coinbase. You don't have to have your own token. You can use the stable coins that are there. You can trade between, like, Bitcoin. It's, not everything needs its own token. It's getting a bit out of hand, really. And stable coins really do have a place. If we look at this, nearly instant. Cards are instant authorization, 1 to 3 days, same day domestic. Your reliability is high, confidence is good. You've got 24/7 is one of the key things, I think, for the implementation of these stable coins and what USDC is looking at doing. Just the speed and the cost as well, right? At the end of the day, leading stable coins on the market are Tether, as we know, USDC by Circle. These cryptocurrencies occupy the first and second places respectively in terms of capitalization among stable coins, 144 billion and 60 billion respectively. So, we've got over 200 billion in stable coins in the market. The new network will be aimed at banks, fintech companies, payment service providers, remittance companies, and USDC strategic partners. Circle is launching a payments network initially focused on remittance, but intending to eventually compete with MasterCard and Visa. Yeah, look, I think it's again, like, we're just getting a lot of good news, I think, is going to drive some momentum, which is why I still think we haven't seen the top of this market. I just get the feeling that this news coming out, the change in the administration, the change in the head of the SEC, those sorts of things, the Bitcoin Reserve, or BlackRock, like everything is just positive for the industry as a whole long term. And I think that's going to help drive the run at the back end of this year. Okay, the final article for today. So Deutsche Bank and Standard Chartered eye US cryptocurrency crypto expansion. So Deutsche Bank and Standard Chartered are accelerating their US crypto ambitions as regulatory winds shift under the Trump administration. So again, we're just seeing more positive news. Deutsche Bank's interest in crypto is not new, but its recent actions mark a significant intensification of its digital asset ambitions. In January 25, the German bank giant became the new banking partner for Bison, the crypto trading app developed by the Bors Stuttgart Group. Nailed it. Previously, Deutsche Bank expanded its service to Asia by forming a strategic alliance with Crypto.com. So Deutsche Bank has positioned itself as a facilitator of fiat to crypto exchange, cross-border transactions, and other financial services, essentially to scaling crypto companies in regulated jurisdictions. The bank also expressed its intent to replicate this model in the UK and other European regions. While Deutsche Bank has focused on strategic partnerships and technical innovation, Standard Chartered has taken a slightly different path, emphasizing infrastructure development and regulatory alignment. In April 25, the bank unveiled a digital collateral mirroring program, which is basically they will hold the assets, the digital assets, for an exchange. So instead of having to have those assets on like OKX or Franklin Templeton and then trading with them, Standard Chartered will hold those assets, and then they'll be mirrored, if you like, on that, which is where the term obviously comes from, mirrored on the exchange, and you can trade on the exchange with the assets while Standard Chartered is actually holding those assets. The initiative allows institutional clients to use tokenized money market funds and cryptocurrency as collateral for trades, all under the regulatory oversight of Jabai's VARA. In addition, its collateral services. Standard Chartered is entering the stablecoin race. Its Hong Kong branch, SCBHK, recently partnered with Animoca Brands and HKT to launch a Hong Kong dollar-backed stablecoin. So, yeah, just more positive news for the market. And on that note, I'll leave it there. Please like and subscribe. Check out the new Block to Basics education series. Posting a video on that every sort of 3 days. We're getting something out there. It's just an initial short series just to help people that are new to crypto, help the beginners in crypto get a bit of a better understanding of certain parts, just a basic understanding before we then start to go into some more detailed educational content, which I'll be running through and building videos on. So again, have a good day, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow.